Yo, 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 yo. What's good? 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 Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. What the hell was that shot from Curry? Good evening. Beautiful play in Tuesday. First and foremost, congratulations to the Orlando Magic. Hey, Orlando Magic. What? Orlando Magic. Whoa, Orlando Magic, huh? Orlando Magic. Hey, Orlando Magic. Whoa, they got themselves a W, and they are on to the postseason. Can't say the same for the Atlanta Hawks. If I'm not mistaken, they now take a step back and have to fight for their playoff lives for the very next game. Trae Young got himself ejected. Not sure why he decided that was a good idea, but that's neither here nor there. Jimmy Butler almost got dunked on, but the Grizzlies are absolutely cooking. God damn, they up 11-2. By the way, I'm not watching on cable. I'm watching on streaming, so I am delayed just like you guys are. At least for those who are watching on TNT, you're on time. But currently right now in front of me, it's 5-2, despite the fact that I can see the score is 11-2. The Warriors have always struggled in play-in games. And the Grizzlies, actually, I believe the Grizzlies had taken them out in a play-in game years prior as well. If I'm not mistaken, it might have been the very first play-in. It was LeBron and the Lakers that beat the Warriors, pushed the Warriors back to sudden death to where they played the Grizzlies, and it was the Grizzlies who took them out? I can't recall. I think it was the Grizzlies. I'm certain it was the Grizzlies. Somebody can fact check me in the in the chat. So there is that. But one way or another, looking forward to this game. I really think it's going to be very entertaining. I believe both these teams actually will make the postseason. So despite who comes out with the L here, I think they're going to get the W in the very next game, because I don't believe this is the 9-10 game. That'd be ludicrous. I think Dallas is the 10 seed. So we shall see. But barring injury, I think both these teams will be in the postseason. Oh, Draymond Green already jawing with the referee. Ridiculous. One way or another. What's going on? Elijah just became a member. I appreciate you. The real Dr. MDJ in the building, but 5 on it said, if I was GM of Raw, how would I fix Karrion Kross? Well, I just give that man more TV time and give him more mic time, and that'll work. Is Miami making it tomorrow? I sure hope not, because I want them. Similar to how I feel about my Pittsburgh Steelers is how I feel about my Miami Heat. You're so ingrained in this culture that you have had for years. You're overlooking the fact that maybe time has passed you by. So if you don't adjust, you will be forgotten. So as far as I'm concerned for Miami, they can take an L if they have to. Tricky Trey said, you just won 80 on Underdog in the Hawks and Magic game. Love to hear that. Absolutely love to hear that. Oh, there we go. All right, you got yourself a bucket right there. Jimmy Butler putting in a 3. I wonder if we're going to see playoff Jimmy here in this postseason in a Warrior jersey, no longer in a Miami jersey. Thank you very much, Pat Riley. Oh, wow, Ja Morant high off the doggone glass, can't get it to go. By the way, Draymond Green has had a magnificent season this year. I will say this much. That will mean absolutely nothing if he cannot perform this postseason. Good pass inside to Steph Curry. Curry gets himself a layup. Now we got a 3-point game. D-Walk said, I'll be in Vegas for Mania. No, I won't. If you are, that's awesome, but I won't. Legendary Patuan said, when did I become a Heat fan? In the year 2000. For those who had never heard the story, I became a Heat fan the same year I became a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I've told the story regarding the Steelers, but this is not an NFL stream. So with that being said, as it pertained to the Miami Heat, here's what happened. The year was 2000. And I had my N64, which is right there to my left. I had NBA Jam 99, which I no longer have anymore. But thank you, Mom. I think she sent it to Haiti. Whatever the case may be. Damn it, mother. But I played profusely with the Los Angeles Lakers because they were always on television, and Shaquille O'Neal was probably the most out. Once Jordan retired, Shaquille O'Neal was essentially the face of the league. right? So I loved playing with the Lakers because Kobe and Shaq essentially could not be stopped. But for whatever reason, every time I played against the Miami Heat on NBA Jam, I kept losing to Alonzo Mourning and Tim Hardaway. So I said, all right, can't beat them, join them. Started playing with these motherfuckers. All of a sudden, I can't lose. Ball on fire. They the Miami Heat. I'm 5. I'm thinking to, well, 5 turning 6. But I'm thinking to myself, yo, maybe the ball on fire because they the Miami Heat, despite the fact that I had the ball on fire when I was playing with the Los Angeles Lakers. I never lost with the Heat. I said, hey, I'm a Heat fan. And that's how I became a Heat fan. So it started from then. It started from then on NBA Jam. Oh, look at, God damn, John Morant just took that man's ankles. John Morant just took that man's ankles. John Morant just took that man's ankles. I need y'all to look at the replay. He almost crossed the braids off that man. His headband almost came off with how he got bopped. Oh, my Lord. Ja had to take out his damn mouthpiece and said, I need to say something. Y'all need to see my teeth after what I just did. What are my thoughts on the Magic game? Good game. Good game. The Hawks, immature.
Pickles World 2005 is now
And for
following.
another year, they find themselves in the play-in, most likely going to mess around and get eliminated. But for Orlando, hell of a job. And that bench, they played well. Cole Anthony in particular. Do I think the Heat should trade for KD? I thought they should have done that coming into this year. Going into next year? No. Because KD's going to be going into what year? 19? What are we doing? Like, don't get me wrong. I know we've got ageless superstars in today's day and age across the board in multiple different sports. But this is starting to get ludicrous now. You got people putting so much stock in the elderly for sports terminology. Like, it's getting ridiculous. CJ, put 2 on it. My guy said, what's up, Chiseled? Hit that Jalen Hurts theme. Oh, Lord, you need that Jalen Hurts theme. Let me go find it. I even scroll through here all day. Actually, it shouldn't be that far because I played it in the Super Bowl. Where the hell's the Jalen Hurts joint? Ah, it's somewhere in there. I got Jameis, but Jameis ain't Jalen. The people asked for Jalen. I must find Jalen. Where is Jalen? There's a dancing Jacob Fatu. I don't know why I can't find Jalen.
Demelt 29 just
Once I find it,
for 19
I got
months.
you. Once I find it, I got you. Yan Bergler in the building said we back playoff streams on the way. Yes, indeed. And Honcho Pafavo said, who am I taking if I had to choose? Austin Thought, King Reeves, or Tyler Hero. I got Reeves. You got Reeves over Tyler Hero. If I had to go between the two, to be honest with you, I'd probably go Tyler Hero. But Austin Reeves he's played magnificent, this season. But in the totality of the two, I would go Tyler Hero, and I think most would go Tyler Hero. But Austin Reeves had a spectacular season, but so did Hero. Oh shit, RDC got themselves a whole goddamn commercial. How cool is that? Good for them. Lanice, year subscribed. I appreciate you. Jamel P, 19 months. Much love. Much love. Olivia said, hilarious story how you became a Warrior fan is that you saw Steph Curry and was like, you're light-skinned, he's light-skinned, so I'm a fan. Been a fan since 2013. Ain't that hilarious? Ain't that hilarious? I bet you was young, too. You probably was, what, in your teens? Yup, 13. When you're that young, it takes the most minuscule things to make you a fan. The most minuscule things make you a fan. Where's Jalen Hurts? Golly, I can't find it. Oh, good pass. You got to finish that. What is Golden State doing? By the way, I'm just going to let it be known right now. Curry and Butler both cannot afford to have a bad game. They both got to be on. Because you know Draymond not going to give you that 15. You'll be lucky if he gets you that 10. He's not that person who's supposed to be that scoring option. Their three vets got to put up points or assists. They got to generate points. Oh, good defense, Golden State. You got a wide open look, but couldn't get it to fall. Great defense, Golden State. Reminder that Clay went 0 for 10 in the game 6 when he was supposed to be game 6 Clay, or closeout game, if I should say. Gary Payton tries a 3, gets that to go. We've got a 2-point game, and apparently Memphis is at the line because I see they got 14 now. You need Golden State to win this. Otherwise, your run back revenge is cooked. Well, Grant said, as a Heat fan yourself, how did you feel with the whole Jimmy Butler situation and how everything went down? It reminded me of what happened with oh, geez, somebody went down. But it reminded me of what happened with Dwayne Wade. It reminded me of what happened with Shaquille or LeBron James, and then what happened with Shaquille O'Neal. Pat Riley's ego and unwillingness to cater to his superstar results in absolute chaos unfolding on the doggone on the floor and in the organization for his team. Because Jimmy Butler's done what for Miami? It's not as if Miami was completely irrelevant, but call it what it is. After Wade came back, it was just a farewell tour, and then Wade ends up, going into retirement, and it was like, all right, cool. Yo, they got a farewell tour for Wade. That's the only thing that's going around Miami. Jimmy Butler comes to Miami. Everybody still has access to, the videos. It's still there on social media where they were saying, oh, wow, why would you want to go to Miami? You just left Philly. Are you dumb? You should have stayed in Philadelphia. Okay, they paid Tobias Harris, but you could have went somewhere else. Why would you go to Miami? What do you have? 3 Eastern Conference appearances, 3 Eastern Conference championship appearances, 2 NBA Finals appearances, and a litany of fucking magnificent playoff performances. You can't pay this man? For what reason? For what reason? Makes no sense. Just like what happened with Wade in after 2016. We lose to Toronto in Game 7, and then what does Pat Riley do? You give $50 million to Tyler Johnson? Are you dumb? Give that bread to Wade. Makes no sense. The Heatles coming to a close. You go to 4 straight NBA Finals. Gotcha, Wade's knee banged up. Bosh in pain. LeBron playing out there, not by himself, but he's the only superstar because the other 2 ain't performing and they're aging. They're feeling pain in their body. They need to go and get a Sinzubine. What do? Not give LeBron what he want? Let him walk. Shaquille O'Neal aided in winning a championship. Didn't do too much in the finals, but that's neither here nor there. His sheer presence had been able to open up things for them. Do you want to go and cater to O'Neal? Nah, you want to go and you want to battle back and forth in practice. You don't want to give this motherfucker who's played at that point 15, 16 some years in the league, you going to mess around and tell him, nah, you just going to have to practice just as hard as everybody else. Boy. Then you get into an argument, and now he's up out the doggone door. You keep repeating the same problems, hence why you continue to get the same results. Falling short and constantly being this grit and grind, cultured team that's not able to get over the hump. So that's my take, my mini rant of what transpired. So there is that. Nathan Patuan said at some point in the future, Pat Riley needs to go. He's going to end up going when he's in the casket. He might just work till he die. Unless there's a Vince McMahon scandal, which is crazy to even, try to bring up. But unless that's something that happened, Pat Riley ain't going nowhere. Dwayne Pafavon said, let's go Sacramento Kings. You're going to be like SpongeBob. We shall see. The Warriors on a 15-6 run, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Make it a 17-6 run. 17-6 run. Somebody better tell the Grizzlies the game isn't concluded in 6 minutes, bro. Buddy Hield with the layup. Memphis don't know what just hit him. DJ Hoop said Bulls Celtics 2009 first round game 6 top 5 greatest all-time game. Bro, that series might be the greatest first round series of all time. That might be the greatest first round series of all time. That series was absolutely phenomenal. Ben Gordon played out of his mind. Then Ray Allen playing magnificent. It was spectacular, bro. Honcho put that on and said, why are you picking Reeves? Why you're picking Reeves is he's more dynamic offensively than Hero. He made giant leaps as a playmaker. Plus, he's a third option, averaging 20. I didn't bring up his handles that are elite. Well, yes, third option, averaging 20. But I am very curious if in the event he was the first option, how much more baskets would he get? I think he would be a 23 points per game scorer, because call it what it is. Luka generates a whole lot of attention that opens up spacing. LeBron's always going to create spacing regardless. So AR really benefits from that. Jimmy was the first option for all intents and purposes out there in Miami. No question about that. Upon his, departure, Hero still played very, very good basketball. And although Bam should be the first option, he's not a scoring, he's not the person who they're going to run the offense through. But you truly can't go wrong with either one. But I would take Hero, not just because of my bias, but I would take Hero because I believe Hero is the better shooter. I think AR is more versatile, and AR can get you some boards better than Hero can. And I think defensively, they're both not some super defensive stoppers. But I think that Reeves is a better defender than Hero is. But I think when they both get going, I would take Hero over Reeves. But you can't go wrong with either. Wait. Rockets Blazers when Dame hit the buzzer beater in game 7 is the best first round series. Wasn't that game 6? That was a good one in 2014, but I could have sworn was that game 6 or game 7? I forget, but I remember Dwight Howard looking absolutely defeated. That might have been a game 7. No, it was game 6. That was a game 6. When he hit that buzzer beater, that was a game 6. When he hit the one over OKC, that was game 5. I don't think that was a 7. It escapes me. It was a game 6 or was it game 7? (2014) game 6 would have it was game 6. 7 would have been in Houston. Well, there it is. Am I going live for WrestleMania? Yes, I will be going live. Yeah, game 6, 26. See, I knew it was 20. I knew it was game 6. But that was a hell of a shot. But I wouldn't say that series was better than the Bulls and Celtics in 2009. Nathan Pavavon said, you were so disgusted by those Island brothers kissing each other on the lips when you saw the YouTube video. Where's Chris Benoit when you need him? Hey, man, listen. Somebody got to go call Benoit. Bro, the Grizzlies came out strong, and what happened, bro? What happened? Dwayne put 2 on and said, whatever happened to Tobias, doing a whole lot of nothing. He doing a whole lot of nothing. Honcho put 5 on and said, drop your predictions. Who's winning the chip? Well, once the play-in is concluded, then we can see how matchups line up. Because believe it or not, I think we could see some upsets, depending on matchups. Oh, Jimmy Butler is going to get inside. Oh, golly. Body control, just very bizarre, very unorthodox. Knicks play at 6, WrestleMania at 7. Channel flipping crazy. Oh, no. If you got yourself, James, here's what I'll tell you. Remember, streaming services don't only have to be on the television. So I think for all intents and purposes, if you're watching alone, you have a bit of versatility. If you're at the mercy of somebody else also watching, then you kind of, You don't want to necessarily put on what's not going to be favored by the household. But again, it could be first come, first serve. WrestleMania or the game on the TV. The game is going to be first. So you could throw that up on the TV. Laptop or phone would be streaming, WrestleMania up until you could go and switch them. It's possible. Now, if you're only in a situation where you only got one thing that you can leverage in order to go and watch something on the second screen, hey, man, listen. Lo siento. I don't know what to tell you, fam. Oh, you got cable, but you're gonna have to stream it? Okay. Make it work, bro. Make it work. You got some times in advance. You got some time. Thunder and the Cavs will choke in the playoffs. I don't believe the Cavs will. I think the Cavs can represent the East in the NBA Finals. Now, will they win the NBA Finals? That's left to be seen. But I think they can win the East. I truly believe that the Cleveland can win the East. I don't think Cleveland's going to be that one seed that absolutely Jesus Christ, Memphis is getting fucking cooked. What the hell are they doing? Nathan Batum said, you still remember Corey Harris' license situation? Oh, Lord, don't even bring up fucking licenses. I was in the DMV for 2.5 hours on Friday. No, Saturday morning. My apologies. What I hate the most about the DMV is they give you a number, they call you up, they tell you to sit down, and they never call your number again. Then when you go to the counter, they say, oh, we called you. You must have not came up. You told me to sit back down. Can't stand the DMV. They hire people who absolutely hate their life, bro. I've never met somebody in the DMV who's happy. Oh, I found it. Let me in your world, you know. I had to upgrade my license. I was gonna get the real ID, but I ended up getting the enhanced because I don't want to have to go everywhere with my goddamn passport when I'm traveling, going to Canada, or if I'm gonna finally step into Mexico or even fly domestically, because they're switching up the rules to where you can't use your regular ID to fly in the airport anymore. So you're gonna have to upgrade the ID, and they said I can only do it in person. So I'm like, all right, I'll pull up. Nonetheless, it is a double-digit lead right now for Golden State. Memphis has absolutely taken their foot off the gas, bro. Memphis has absolutely taken their foot off the gas. In fact, they've taken their foot off the gas so long. Oh my God, that's an and one for Jimmy Butler. You've got to be kidding me. Oh my God, it's an and one for Jimmy Butler. Incredible, bro. Yeah, Golden State about to start putting some belt to ass, bro. Golden State, I should even say by the start. They doing it right now. What is Memphis doing, bro? What the hell is Memphis doing? They can't guard. They can't deny. They can't space. Oh, my Lord in heaven. They came out strong as hell. Bro, get Ja back on the floor. Get Ja back on the floor. If he got an empty, well, granted, if they lose this game, they have another opportunity. So maybe you don't want to be in a situation where you overwork them boys. But it's the first quarter. We shouldn't even be having this conversation. Golly. Jabari said, oh, also, you got your passport, man. You know what's hilarious? Mine is actually going to expire next year, so I'm going to have to renew it, but I could renew it online. So at least there's that. Ooh, I forgot to call about my title. I paid off. You know what's hilarious? These motherfuckers put 2 liens on my car. How? There's one fucking loan officer. I paid everything off. These motherfuckers put 2 liens. I go to the DMV with the goddamn lien release. They on some, we would do it, but you got 2 liens on the car. What? Yeah, they must have mistakenly put 2 liens. Oh, so you acknowledge it's a mistake. So you would be able to, no, you have to call them. Oh, fuck you. It's crazy, son. How you got a brand new car? You got 2 liens on it. I bought the car with 3 miles. How? 2 liens? How? That's crazy. It's always something with me, bro. I was on the phone with I got the Geico insurance, by the way, so fuck State Farm. I was on the phone with them. They said my father was at fault for an accident when all the evidence actually shows that he wasn't actually at fault. Mind you, the accident happened in 2022. They didn't inform us that there was apparently that we were alleged to be liable until late 2024. So any particular kind of investigation that we can mess around and go into now, we can't even do anything because how the hell we gonna get the video evidence? Gas station and everybody who got the goddamn video would have definitely deleted it by now. Luckily, I have the name of the individual who happened to hit my father's vehicle. So just know, I'm going to find you. May not happen now, but I still have the info. I may wait 10 years. I'm going to find you. Finally, Memphis gets himself a bucket. Chevron said, I already paid off a brand new car. Let me get $1. No. I did all that just simply off of a trade because I lost a grand deal of money in the stock market between the last 4-some years. Well, 3 years, right? Maybe not so much. I had like 32 grand, but that's a lot, right? So, because during the pandemic, I was like, hey man, I won a lot. Oh wow, great shot from Kennard. Way to get that to fall. Get yourself a bucket. And we end the first quarter, 6-point lead for Golden State. Good small run right there from Memphis to get some points on the board. 7-0 run to close out the quarter. But closed out, what's her name? Stacey James. I'm gonna find your bitch ass. But I in 2020 on Microsoft, Walmart, Peloton, and Microsoft, Walmart, Peloton, I made a total of 25 some grand, and I put 8 of pretty much all that I had. Maybe not so much all. I think at the time I had maybe 17 to my name. So I put in 8. I held on to 9. And I made 25, 32. And then at that point, if you guys remember, there was a point in which America was going to purchase TikTok. And Microsoft, or I shouldn't say America, but Microsoft was going to purchase TikTok. And they were a signature away. So I said, like a dumbass, I made 25 grand in 8 days. I'm trading. Yeah, they're a signature away. I'm gonna put all in on Microsoft. Motherfuckers got cold feet at the signing table. They got cold feet at the signing table. Oracle ended up acquiring TikTok. Microsoft stock, and you know what's crazy? If I just left the money in there, I probably would have made 60 grand by today. But I'm not that kind of investor, at least in the stock market. I don't got the heart for it. Hence why I don't play the game no more. I said, I gotta sell. I took an L. Ultimately, I put all my stock in on Rumble. And what WWE made me a little bit of money. And then after I put everything on Rumble, I sat on it for 2 years. Bread came, made my money back. I said, all right, I'm going to take all the bread out, get myself a car, bought it. And that was pretty much it right there, bro. That was pretty much it right there. No, but you know what's crazy? If Microsoft had acquired TikTok in 2020, that 32 grand, the amount of would have been like 400,000, bro. And you know what's even crazy? I had a shit ton of Dogecoin, got out the game early, missed out. So that's how I know I'm not made for the games. I'm out the game. But that's neither here nor there. I made enough. I made all of it back to where I've broken even. All of that bread went towards the car. Now I'm good. Big Fat Paulie said, I haven't thought about doing a football podcast. I did with with the Resident Hobbit before he left comedy. And we were doing the Hold My Nuggets podcast, which I believe we could have really went far with that. But once the pandemic had hit, and it was very difficult for, because he primarily did stand-up, I primarily did social media. So it was incredibly difficult for him, and he had to go and pivot. If the pandemic never happened, and he was still doing comedy, bro, we would have been fucking cooking. Because of everybody I've ever danced with when it comes to podcasts, my chemistry with Marvin, because truly, of everybody, he's probably the closest of my friends that I've ever, attempted to go and do a pod with. And our chemistry was just there. We still talk every single day, literally every single day. So if there was any person I would do a sports podcast with, at least if it was like I had to choose, it would be him. But son doing credit now, so that's out the question. all the underdog gambling I be doing, you got out early. No. I'm still. The thing was, this was prior to everything with Underdog, everything with no matter whatever the sports betting app just so happened to be. This was before all of that, bro. I was bad, fam. I was, and what's crazy was, imagine making that kind of bread in 1 week. Like, think about it. You a novice in the trading game. All of a sudden, bam, you knock out 25K. You feel invincible. My dumb ass was on some, hey, I should have just took my bread and left. But I had to read that damn article. I said, wait a minute, what? Tune into the news. Yeah, Microsoft's going to acquire TikTok. All this other stuff. I'm like, oh, boy, I'm about to be swimming in bread. I'm Scrooge McDuck. Nope. I'm a dumbass, as Charles Barkley once said. Nonetheless, second quarter is underway, ladies and gentlemen. Golden State still out in front, leading by 8, 35-27. Three-pointer connects. Three-pointer connects. What Ashton Hall tomorrow got to do 10K? That dude's hilarious. Come on, Golden State, just win. Right now, they're in great position, up by 10. Yo, they are playing very, very, very good basketball right now. Just look at the spacing. Memphis is in a pickle right now because take a look at the five they have on the floor. They cannot facilitate scoring in a half-court situation. Desmond Bane is literally their only real scorer out there. Jaren Jackson isn't necessarily somebody who's going to go out there and create his doggone shot. Kennard is usually off ball. He's not playing on ball like that. They're in a bad spot. This is primarily a five that's supposed to be geared for defense. But, oh, my God, Jimmy Butler just got himself an and one. Bro, Memphis is in trouble, bro. They got to get Ja back on the floor. Ja's going to have to play the remainder of the motherfucking game, bro. Unless, of course, you get to halftime, or I should say midway through the third quarter, and you say, fuck it, let's play for the next game. This is bad, bro. They don't have good spacing whatsoever. Defensively, they're going to be in a situation where there's always going to be a man who could go and cut. And the moment that they go and try to condense and close them out inside, you're going to have somebody wide open for three. I would not be surprised if the Warriors push this lead to 17. I really would not be surprised. Golly. Ocelot in the building said you would have bought a lot of MCD with that money. Nine turnovers, but the Grizzlies, yep. Greatest Grizzly player. The greatest Grizzly player. First person who comes to mind is Zach Randolph. Now, who would I put to represent Memphis? Marc Gasol was also a very good Grizzly player. But who would I want to put as the greatest Grizzly of all time? Who would I want to put as the greatest Grizzly of all time? Who was there for a very long? Mike Conley was there for a very long time. Who's their all-time leading scorer? Is Mike Conley their all-time leading scorer? I don't know. Oh my God! All right, there you go. Desmond Bane hit a three. Damn, Golden State just responded. All right. No, Tony Allen, a first-team all-defense, but he ain't the greatest Grizzly of all time. You have Marc Gasol, Mike Conley, Zach Randolph. Who would I put at one? Wide open three, got it. Rudy Gay. Kevin Love. Kevin Love did have great numbers, but Kevin Love is going to be remembered more as a Cav than a Grizzly. Oh, my Lord. What the hell are they doing? The Grizzlies can't fucking create a basket, bro. They can't create a basket. Look at them offense. They don't know what they're doing. Edie is dying inside, bro. They're going to murder this man. Jaren Jackson, too damn big to be standing on the goddamn perimeter. Bro, if they playing you at the 4, get your ass back to the basket, bro. I hate this new generation of big man so much. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Wait. Yeah, that's a fact. K-Love wasn't a blue jersey, but that was a Timberwolf. He was a Timberwolf. He was a Timberwolf. He wasn't a Grizzly. He was a Timberwolf. Kevin Love tried to catch me in the Genjutsu with the cover. He was a Timberwolf with the color of the jersey. He's a Timberwolf. It just hit me. I'm like, Timberwolf. Because I promised somebody would have wrote Kevin Garnett. I'm like, well, hold on, wait a minute. Edie, I don't want to say Edie's soft, but he just got to get his muscle up. He just got to get his muscle up. Powell was a Grizzly. Powell was a Grizzly before he got traded. But I think Mark was a better Grizzly than Pau Gasol was. But you know what? I'll say Mike Conley. Good pass. Oh my God. Hey, come on now. You got Jaren Jackson one-on-one with Butler. The pass. Can't get a bucket. They got to get their spacing right, bro. If I'm Memphis, I'm attack. Oh my God, Jimmy Butler is gonna have himself a day right now. Good pass. Jimmy Butler's gonna have himself a day right now, bro. Jesus Christ, he might just mess around and have himself a triple dub, bro. Jimmy Butler might have himself a triple dub, bro. Especially when the jump shot is falling and they're going to give him space because you know he's going to penetrate. The dribble penetration from Jimmy Butler is fucking lethal when he wants to. East Blue Drew said, yo, you did a marathon. Yes, I did. Raw dogged it. What? Stromae Swift is a crazy pull. Oh, my Lord. I used to love playing with Stromae Swift in NBA Courtside 2002. The goddamn windmill dunk. Oh, my God. Stromae Swift, that's a crazy pull. Wow. You talk about obscure basketball name pulls. Stromae Swift. Oh, my Lord. That put a smile on my face. Mike Miller, not so much. But Stromae Swift, oh, wow. That's a pull. Oh, wow. Curry with a fucking three. Jesus Christ. Somebody guard this man. Oh, my God. Steph Curry from the deep end. Ja Morant, high-arcing layup, can't get that to go. Oh, kick that over, easy basket. And nope, didn't even need it. Oh, my God, Moody with the goddamn dunk. Call timeout. They about to start running. What I tell you, I would not be surprised if Golden State can take a 17-point lead. They're 1 point short. They're going to run Memphis the fuck out of here, bro. Memphis don't have the scoring to answer. They started the game out. Now, granted, Golden State was shooting very cold, but they started out the game smart. Attack the basket, dribble, penetrate, force him to condense. You kick it out, you knock down your shots. But when you have a rotation where now you send Jaren Jackson, he's at the 4, you got Edie at the 5. Okay, cool. They not Twin Towers. They ain't David Robinson and Tim Duncan. But damn it, you know Golden State's undersized. Why not play a little back to the basket game? But no, that's not our game. Let's put Jaren Jackson outside on the perimeter. Are you dumb? I hate today's basketball. They're dumb. Desmond Bane can get to the cup at will. Ja Morant penetrate. He ain't hitting every single layup, but he can get to the cup. Dribble, penetrate to open up the shot outside. And if it don't fall, keep attacking inside and get somebody in foul trouble. Why the fuck do people keep wanting to shoot threes so much? It's ridiculous. I don't understand it. They fall too in love with the damn three-point shot. You not that team. Stop it. No, even if they need a coach, right? Because they fired their coach. Even if you needed a coach, if you've played enough basketball, you're going to recognize, hold on. If they can keep playing outside to give me space and I penetrate inside, if they don't condense and bring help, I've got to win because it's one-on-one. That's man-on-man. I made it to the league. If I can't get a bucket one-on-one, I need to hang up my sneaks or throw it over the damn electrical pole, right? Or electrical wire. Electrical pole is crazy, but electrical wire, right? Okay, cool. If they now condense and you got the help defender coming over, I should be a good enough about a passer to get that ball out to the perimeter, get it out to the foul line extended, get it out to the top of the key if I got to turn around and kick it back out. Then it's one more pass because the other man's going to step down to try to stop the cutter, and then bam, somebody's open. It's so easy. Like if you played basketball, it opens itself up. Now, granted, execution, that ain't easy. The way things can play out on the X and O's, it's not always going to play out like that. But as you continually do it, muscle memory creates a scenario where you see it. But I don't get it. This the type of stuff that makes me question, how much people leverage their talent to make it to the league versus, those who are in the mind of the game. No plug for LeBron and Steve Nash's podcast now, rather than JJ Redick, because obviously I guess that'd be a conflict of interest. Coach and player have a podcast. And the crazy thing is that's not even a high IQ breakdown of what transpired. That's incredibly low. That's base level basketball. If you ever played pickup basketball in the park, it's one of those things where I remember when I used to always go and play. Like, my left hand is not very strong. My left hand is not very strong in basketball. I'm a right hand. That's my predominant hand. That's where I'm going, right? But I would start out games going towards my left on purpose so that they would think, okay, he can't, because naturally, if you're defending somebody, if they keep going one way, you're just going to assume they can't go the other. All right, if I've been kept going left, and let's just say I'm successful, 60 to 40, I'm successful, right? And I just keep going left. I know I'm incredibly stronger on the right. If I keep going left, I'm doing this to bait you into letting me go right. The moment that you now let me go right and you see it's successful there, you're confused. You're in purgatory. You don't know what the fuck is going on. Wait a minute. I thought this was his guy's strong hand. Now I find out he could go this way. Is he ambidextrous? What's going on? Now you trying to figure me out. I know you're going to overcommit now. The moment that you overcommit, somebody on your team's going to recognize what the fuck going on, especially if I'm getting buckets. So now they're going to try to get help defense, or they're going to mess around and switch. You out of your element now because you were so focused on me. I got somebody else who could knock the ball out too. Oh, you on the outside, dribble, penetrate, bam, kick it out. It's basketball 101. Watch Golden State. Oh, my God. Curry with a... This man is unbelievable, bro. This man is unbelievable, bro. This man is unbelievable, bro. This man's unbelievable, bro. Golden State by 18. This man's unbelievable, bro. Tetsu just subscribed. I appreciate you. You've got to be kidding me, bro. You've got to be kidding me. They're going to boat race Memphis if this keeps up. But, basketball is 4 quarters. Basketball is 4 quarters. So do not think this game is over by any metric, because Golden State can mess around and take their foot off the gas. They get way too overzealous. They mess around and take themselves an L. It can happen, but good Lord in heaven. Might have said we got to get Chiseled to be a guest on Nightcap. That'd be funny as fuck. Given the right environment, can make it happen. There you go. Get yourself an alley-oop to Edie. Get some sort of baskets here. Get some sort of baskets here. And I would hope that Memphis tries to get their buckets back the slow way. Don't feel like you've got to try to shoot with Golden State. You can't. You can't. Good defense, Edie. Good defense, Edie. Good defense, Edie. Move your foot so they don't call no 3 seconds on your ass. You got to be smart. Be smart. Don't be afraid of. Justin became 7 months a member. I appreciate you, said Lily Phillips. Real issue is the Simps paying her. Absolutely. That's 100% truth. That's 100% truth. Nathan at Pateno said, you're constantly watching the Super Bowl 59 commentary last 2 months. Seeing the Eagles giving the Chiefs BTA was so satisfying. Like you said, if you want to be the champions, you got to beat the champs. Absolutely. That's how it goes down. And I think that was the best way to go and get your W. They beat you 2 years ago. They're the 2-time reigning champs. You get an opportunity to go and take them down. That's the best way you go out there and win a championship. Because not only do you get your revenge, you truly are the best team that is in the league. So you should be happy about that.
Doghouse_Gino777 is now following.
I think it's not just her in and of itself. I think she capitalizes on the issue that exists there in the society. Because despite how much we can, shame her or whatever the case may be, there's somebody who's going and willing to pay. And they're subscribed and they're constantly donating. And the funny thing about it is, let's just say she has 40-some thousand subscribers on OF or whatever the case may be. Of the 40, there's probably about 500 of the 40 that are creating the scenario to where she's enjoying a mass amount of wealth. Like, there'll be individuals who are paying whatever $5, $10, $15, $20, $25 per month, right? But there are, of that group, there's probably a handful of guys, maybe not so much a handful, maybe towards like 500 of the thousands that are shelling out a grandiose amount of money, because that's how it usually goes. You have those dudes who have the draining humiliation kink or whatever the case may be. So you go into work and essentially your entire paycheck, you're giving it to this harlot just so you can feel that and then get that release. It's wild to me. It's wild to me. When I found out what pay pig was, I said, "Excuse me? Okay. What are we doing?" Have I spoken to her? No, I have not. I'm curious. Should I reach out? Would I do an interview? Because to be quite honest with you, I'm less interested in her. I'm more interested in her parents, because the mere fact in the documentary, she said that her mother oversees her social media. How do you feel about that? Her father aided in financing a portion of her upstart. I'm curious about that. Space Gim said, "I would love an interview as long as you're respectful." Well, I'm not going to start, calling somebody completely out of their name or whatever the case may be straight out the gate. That'd be a little wild. But I think my thing is just the psyche. What's the thought process behind what it is that you're doing? Are you noble in what it is that you're doing? Are you truly about that game? Because if that's what, this is what you want to do, all right, cool. I can't hate on you for that. But if you're just, hey, you're not really into this, you just want to exploit at this point now, it's on some, hey, where's your morals, I'm mixing up Bonnie Blue with Lily. No. But I think Bonnie's father was the one who helped with the financing. I think Lily's father's not really involved in there. But from the doc, I remember she said that her mother oversaw something because she would send stuff to her mom. I think I forget. Maybe I am mixing the two. Whatever the case may be, it's wild. Warriors, it's all Warriors right now, by the way. If you guys wanted some statistics for those who are unaware of the stats in this game right now, let me just give you some. Jimmy Butler has 16 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. Steph Curry, 11 points, 5 rebounds from Steph Curry. 5 rebounds, 3 of which he boxed motherfuckers out to go and catch those rebounds. 2 were long rebounds, but 3 of them some bitches, he boxed motherfuckers out. This is how soft the Grizzlies are, right? And from 3, they're 9 of 21 already, right? Meanwhile, for Memphis, John Morant got 11, Desmond Bane got 11, Jaren Jackson got 8, and they're still struggling. They shot 8 of 9 from the line. Golden State shot 6 of 8 from the line. And Golden State just got themselves another bucket. Did they miss? Oh, I think they missed one. It's Memphis who just got themselves a bucket. They back from commercial break. I saw the box score updating as I was reading it. The wild thing is that Memphis is out-rebounding Golden State, but the mere fact that Steph Curry's already got 5 rebounds and we're not even at halftime yet is insanity. Steph Curry is the leading rebounder right now for Golden State. If anything, the one positive that Memphis can hang their hat on is the mere fact that Draymond Green's got 2 fouls. Draymond's got 3, 3, and 0. You know what the 0 is. We don't even need to get into that. How far do I think Golden State goes? You think they beat the Rockets but lose to the Lakers? I think they will lose to the Lakers. I believe they can beat the Rockets. If they were to lose this game and then have to go and play OKC, I'm not going to hold you, bro. I think they can mess around and get got. I think OKC can get them. But depending on how well they shoot, it all comes down to how well they shoot, because Jimmy Butler will be the difference in that series. So they can mess around and get okay. It can literally go either way. Because Jimmy Butler would be the difference maker in that series. If they play the Rockets, I think they could beat the Rockets. Straight up, I think they could beat the Rockets. But if they play OKC, it could go either way.
Gotcha, bitch.
How_easy03 is now following.
How does Steph Curry have more rebounds than Zach Edey? No, he doesn't have more rebounds than Zach Edey. Steph Curry has the most rebounds for Golden State. He doesn't have the most rebounds overall. Edey's already got 9. Edey's already got 9 rebounds. Edey, a big boy. So there should be no reason why he doesn't end the game with the most rebounds across the board. That man's 7'4". He needs to have, 13, 14 rebounds a game. Honcho, put 20 on it. I appreciate you. Ted, where would I put that Eagles team amongst the great teams? Top 10, top 15, top 5, considering their talent, how many records they broke, most points in the postseason, run tied for the most wins in the season, Saquon, most yards, breaking the TD record. They were a very good team. They were a spectacular team. Where would I put them on the all-time teams list? They probably would find themselves at best in that top 15. The top 10 teams all time, I'd have to really sit there and sit down and really give a lot of thought to see where, if I would rank them over some of those top 10 teams. We could get into that at halftime. Where is the boxing out, bro? Where's the boxing out? There goes Jimmy. Good pass. Oh, it's a break from Gary Payton. Unfortunate. Who's Butler going to guard against LA? Probably Luka. I would put Jimmy Butler on Luka. Because they're probably going to want to put Draymond Green, but I think that's a bad situation. It's gonna be a tough matchup, because them and the Lakers is gonna be a very tough matchup, because spacing wise they're gonna be a bit in trouble. Oh, good pass. Nathan put 5 on, said the Nuggets were so stupid for firing Michael Malone with the playoffs almost here. He led them to a title 2 years ago. You don't know why they did that. Neither do I. It's absolutely ridiculous to go and fire a coach that close to the postseason. Now, granted, if you wanted to blow the team up, if you wanted to go and blow the team up, fam, you could do that in the offseason. What's the purpose of sabotaging going into the postseason? Even if you didn't want to choose as an organization between, the GM and the coach, bro, go through the remainder of the season and then you make your decision at the conclusion of it. Why would you do that right before the goddamn playoffs? It just doesn't make any sense. Draymond going to be on LeBron. That's why they're not a good matchup for Golden State. Because if you move Draymond and you put him on Luka, because I don't think Draymond on AR 15 is going to be a good idea. I said Luka on Draymond 15. Draymond on AR 15. I don't think that's a good idea. You put Draymond on LeBron, I think that's a problem.
Alderson 258 is now following.
I think that's going to be a problem for Golden State. You put Butler on LeBron, now you got Luka being guarded by Draymond. I don't think that's going to be they're going to find themselves in foul trouble. If we get Warriors-Lakers this year, it might be the last time we see Curry and LeBron in a playoff series. You got to cherish it while it lasts. 100%. I believe this would probably be the last time. Why weren't the Lakers investigated for the Luka trade? I couldn't tell you. But it was one of those things where you raise an eyebrow, because I thought people were trolling. I'm seeing memes about, reaction to the Luka trade. I'm like, Luka trade? Why would the Mavs trade Luka? Nah. That was the weirdest morning I experienced in a very long time. 9-point lead, right? Oh, I should say 11-point lead for Golden State from where we sit. You take your chances with AR beating you. GP2 is probably going to guard him. Yeah, now Gary Payton would be in a position where he could go and guard, you know, very, very exceptionally for all intents and purposes. But it really just comes down because sizing, he's beaten there. Good pass. Draymond, no, can't get it to go. Jimmy Butler inside basket. This man's, he's cooking. He's cooking. Play all fucking Jimmy. What, he's got 16 right now? 21. This man's fucking cooking. And Jaren Jackson gets another foul called on him. Jaren Jackson gets another foul called on him. Jimmy Butler's got 21, son. Jimmy's got 21, 4, and 4. Just gotta be kidding me, fam. Yeah, Jimmy's cooking. Jimmy's absolutely cooking. Payne in the building. What's going on? Say, can I get a let's go Pistons? No Knicks will be successful. God damn. Son, that Brooklyn Nets to the core. Son said to hell with the Knicks. Playoff Jimmy is real? You ain't got to ask that. Golly. Memphis gonna need to box out. Memphis gonna need to box out. Also, John Morant gonna have to really get going because him and Desmond Bane is essentially the only individuals able to go and get some buckets here and there for Memphis. Because right now, they're still the only two that are actually in double digits. Fourth quarter going to be wild. We'll have to see. Because I think a comeback situation can happen, you know, in any game across the league. But then remember, in this situation, in the play-in, a loss doesn't mean an elimination per se, because both these teams are currently seated at 7 and 8. So because they're seated at 7 and 8, whoever loses this matchup has another opportunity.
Since 95 is now following.
You know, for later in the week. Or two days from now, I believe it's, Thursday. Bucket. Oh my God. They starting to lights out from 3, bro. Winner basically gets a first round bye. We want the Rockets. Slim Reaper said, I still haven't recovered from the marathon run. I look exhausted. Am I? I walked for 3 miles right before I got ready to go live. And but I will say this much. I haven't slept spectacular, if you will. I thought I was, oh wow, another foul on Draymond. That's foul number 3 on Draymond. But I just gotta get myself a lengthy sleep. Maybe drink some damn NyQuil and see how long I could be knocked out. But then I don't want myself to feel as if I'm dependent on the NyQuil in order to sleep. So there is that. Zach Edey looked like he just grew his arms, bro. Zach Edey looked like he just grew his arms. Jimmy Butler can't get it to go. Good defense. Well, that's it. We're going to the half. We're going to the half. 67-55. All right, so how do you guys feel about that first half? Let me tell you something right now. Memphis and their spacing, I don't like it. I don't like it whatsoever. And truly, I can't envision a circumstance where they're going to win this game if they don't make adjustments. If they don't make adjustments, they're not going to win this game. Under no circumstances should Steph Curry have 8 rebounds at the half. Steph Curry is leading Golden State in rebounds by 3. Absolute insanity. Under what circumstance, in what world is Steph Curry the leading rebounder for his team, bro? What are you doing? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Edie reminds you of Sean Bradley, kind of moved like him. Gerald King, put 5 on, said, do I think the Magic can beat Boston? No. No. They can hope, but I don't see it happening. Playoff ball is different. Indeed, but I'll tell you something right now. Steph Curry getting 8 rebounds is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Defensive communication is horrible for the Grizzlies. Indeed. Just incredibly confusing. Incredibly confusing what the hell it is that they do. It feels as if they're not communicating whatsoever. It feels like they're not communicating whatsoever. CBD gummies might be a decent alternative. Well, I don't know about no CBD. I don't think I consuming any of that stuff. NBA has been enjoyable. Ratings only down because of streaming services. Well, I think for the postseason, yes. For the regular season, no. Because I don't think the regular season has been able to entice the populace the way that they've done it in the past. Dwayne Patuan said Memphis just like that guy just hanging around. All I know is it's only a matter of time before Draymond Green, who has 3 fouls, if he ends up with 5, just know he picking up his 6th, like. That's how he's going to get his 6th foul. D-Man said Warriors need to keep the lead. We shall see. We shall see. We've made it to halftime. Warriors leading by 12, 67-55. Draymond better not punch somebody. I don't think that he will, unless, of course, he's provoked. But then he's got to be smart. You can't, under any circumstance, put yourself in a position to jeopardize your team. But let me give you guys some statistics. Leading scorer right now for Memphis, it's Ja Morant with 15, 2, and 1. Following him is Desmond Bane with 11 points. And then Aldama off the bench with 10. Jaren Jackson, unfortunately, only has 8. Meanwhile, for Golden State, it's Jimmy Butler leading the way with 21, 4, and 4, followed by Steph Curry with 15, 8, and 3. And surprisingly enough, the 8 is the rebounds and not the assist. And then Quentin Post follows that with a 9 as he hit 3 threes during the first half. Brandon said, "Why am I sweating? Am I sweating? I'm just shiny. This is the Vaseline that's on my head." Boss, let me see here. Oh, they got the whole TNT crew. Oh yeah, they're gonna work the entire playoffs in their final season on TNT. I don't know what the hell Shaq is doing. That's a cocoa butter in full effect? Shit. Am I watching Mania? I will be live for WrestleMania, yes. Post is your new favorite warrior in years. Give him some time. But he's got a bright future ahead of him. Baby Oil Bandit is crazy. Baby Oil Bandit is crazy. But I'm looking forward to this second half. If Memphis can't fix their spacing, it's over, bro. They legitimately don't stand a chance. Who? Boston Toe owns the Atlantic Division? Okay. Let's see here. Jimmy Butler, Steph Curry combining for 36 points. And remember what I said, Curry, Butler both can't afford to have bad games. And so far, they're having good games. So far, they're having good games. Godslayer, what's going on? How is it going? Let me tell you something right now. John Morant, second half, there's only one way that he's going to be able to lead his team to a victory, and he's going to have to transform like... Yeah. Oh, my leg. All right. Went to go refill my water. Went to go refill my water. But that's what they need. That's what they need.
Ready? Go! Sakirumono
It's legitimately their only way. Yeah, gotta appreciate the Simpsons clips. There's always a fucking Simpsons clip for everything. There's always a Simpsons clip for everything. Nah, little G, you're not gonna get no chair. But as for what the question was earlier, top 10 NFL teams all time. Okay, so here's the thing. The 07 Patriots may have lost in the Super Bowl, but they're still a top 10 team all time, right? Now, I don't want to go in any order, but straight out the gate, 72 Dolphins, 84 Niners, 72 Dolphins, 85 Bears, 84 Niners, 78 Steelers, 89 Niners, 07 Patriots, 90. 94 Niners. 04 Patriots. '08 Steelers, 13 Seahawks. No, '02 Bucks. No, that's more defense than overall team. I don't think I want to put the '02 Bucks over the. '98 Vikings. Those 10 teams right there. '09 Saints. Like, there's so many. That's why I think with the Eagles, they probably end up being. Eagles will probably end up being in like the top 15. Top 15, maybe. So it's a difficult conversation. I'd probably go 93 Cowboys on that list as well. No. Just like I said, with the '07 Patriots, they didn't win either. '98 Vikings didn't win either. But those two teams, like, those were some of the greatest teams of all time. Hence why I said, like, I know usually you want to reserve it for teams that won it all, which I completely understand why that would be the case. Whoa, 99 Broncos. What are we talking about? 99 Broncos. What? 99 Broncos who did nothing? 99 Broncos. You drunk? Somebody been drinking. I'll take a shot of Lobos for that. 99 Broncos. See, if you said 99 Rams, really, the 2001 Rams was better than the 99 Rams, despite the fact that they lost. But I'll take a shot for that 99 Broncos because somebody drinking. Somebody drinking. All right, let's get this second half show on the road. Let's get this second half show on the road. Orlando chanting, "We want Boston" as a death sentence. I think it is because I don't see Orlando winning that series. I don't see Orlando winning that series. Thunderbolts? What is this commercial? You think they met the 97, 98 Broncos? I would hope so, too. 1955 Browns. Okay, all right. Soon somebody going to say 1940 Chicago Bears. But whatever the case may be, it's still Golden State leading by 12 in this very, very long extended halftime. How well is Glock Morant doing? Actually, where's my AI Glock Morant video? Let me go get a Glock Morant video. Hold on, wait a minute. Get a Ja Morant Glock edit. Where the AI Ja Morant clips at? Damn. Yeah, the Ja Wicks. Twitter crazy. Very first goddamn post. people over here posting about the goddamn silhouette challenge. What does that have to do with John Morant?
I am King Steph 30 _ just resubscribed for 15 months. Yo, what's up, Chiseled?
Oh, there we go. There we go. There's some edits. There's some edits. Oh, son upped it on LeBron. Son upped it on LeBron. I'm weak. Okay, so here we go. We got some Ja Wick edits. No, but seriously, what does the silhouette challenge have to do with John Morant? That makes absolutely no sense. They got some real gooners online, bro. Oh, they got son lighting up the press conference. That's crazy. You got Ja up in it. This is where they got him upping it on Bron. They got son upping it on Bron. Glock Morant versus Armed Anderson. Armed Anderson is hilarious. Armed Anderson is hilarious. King Steph in the building. What's going on? Steph Curry's playing very good. Third quarter is underway, ladies and gentlemen. Final 24 minutes of this game. Somebody better tell Memphis to wake up and lock in. Because I can promise you, it's going to be a very fast second half if them boys don't decide to step up. All right, here we go. Second half, let's go. TK sentenced to 80 plus years. Oh, well, it's clipped for him. Armed and dangerous ass Morant, indeed. Oh my God, Golden State already getting started. Curry can't get this three to fall. But you've already got a basket going the other way. Look at the size difference. They're sending two towards Edie. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. They're doubling Edie immediately upon touch. And then they don't have somebody come to get the ball. Anytime you've got a big that is not really good at dribbling, if you will, go to the big. Don't stand there and wait for him to go and make the pass, bro. Go to the big. Could the Warriors still be considered a dynasty? No. No. If they was to get the W now, that's 2 and 3 years. 2 and 4 years apart, because 2022, 3 was the Nuggets, last year was Boston, and then ultimately you get yours. But it wouldn't still be considered a dynasty because the prior one, when they got the 3 and the 4 years, that's the dynasty.
Was up, Chiseled.
But between the gap years of they went to the NBA Finals in 2019, 2020, a whole lot of nothing, 2021, eliminating the play-in, 2022, you get the W, but that wasn't part of the dynasty. That was just a separate championship, if you will. So this, if they was to get a W, it wouldn't still be considered a dynasty, similar to like a San Antonio. It's a little bit different. Even though you do get the two chips that's there, but I don't think that would it would count because it wasn't as if it was still like a run of dominance per se. Because San Antonio was still, for all intents and purposes, like a super force per se. Golden State necessarily hadn't had their presence felt like San Antonio did. But at the same time, in basketball, it's a little bit difficult. I shouldn't say difficult. It's a little bit different per se. So some might. Because if they got 2 championships, let's say if they went back to back, one this year and they got another one next year, oh, for sure, it's still considered a dynasty. So whatever the case may be, it's just adding to their legacy. There you go, Bane. Get yourself a basket. Only reason we count the San Antonio Dynasty is because they were making the playoffs and they were making runs. It wasn't like they were having first-round exits here and there and all this other stuff. They were still having very prominent series. They're the most recent dynasty, if anything. Absolutely. They're the last one. Because think about it. The Lakers won in 2020, never went back. The Bucks won in 2021, never went back. Warriors won 2022. Nuggets won 2023. Boston won 2024. You haven't had a repeat champion, let alone another team go back to the NBA Finals after winning it. You had a team go back after losing it. All right, here we go. Wow, Jimmy Butler going to go and attack Edie. Oh, my God. They got 4 fouls on fucking Edie. Oh, it's clipped, bro. He might not see the floor until the 4th quarter. A lot of people consider the Warriors a dynasty. You don't know what the metrics are, but a lot of people do. Because I get if you want to count the 2022 one in there, because you have the injury to Clay, you have all that other stuff that happens, and then bam, finally Sun comes back and boom, championship. I get if you want to count that. But if they were to get the W this year, I don't know. I don't know if you could still give the same grace per se, because you had Curry get hurt, you had Draymond Green get hurt. You had Thompson get hurt during that period of time between 19 and 22. 23 to 25, it's a little bit different. So I don't know. I don't know. Mo Beasley said you went to the Shadow Realm, thought you missed it. Well, you did not, but we are back. We are back. It's a single-digit game, ladies and gentlemen. Single-digit game. 76-67 in favor of Golden State. Draymond Green picked up his 4th foul as well, by the way. Oh, wow. What do you know? Draymond able to go and get to the cup. He got himself his first basket of this game. The NBA just better be happy Durant didn't sign that extension with Golden State, because nobody was beating that powerhouse. And they had DeMarcus Cousins for a year as well. I was disappointed that DeMarcus Cousins wasn't able to go and get that W in 2019, bro. I was, if anything, DeMarcus Cousins not being in the league still doesn't sit well with me. But I agree with you. That was going to be a fucking nasty team if they stayed together. And stayed healthy, 2020, oh, forget about it. The Lakers win the champ? No, it was about to be a Golden State fucking Boston Celtics type run. Boogie fits in modern NBA too well. Indeed he does. There's sometimes when there's certain people, like for example, believe it or not, some people feel as if he's just chatting, but Dwight Howard can still play in today's game. Dwight Howard can still play in today's game. Because you cannot rule out his ability to rebound and defend inside. Dwight Howard would survive in today's game. You be forgetting the Heat dynasty? Some folks forget. Some folks forget because it's been some time. This is really wild, bro. RDC out here got a whole goddamn Under Armour commercial and shit. I just be playing with this goddamn metal. I have nothing better to do. Feel like Morocco wind tunnel. Like what do I do with this here metal? Just hang it up. By the way, the house search process is fucking brutal. By the way, absolutely brutal. The Sixers should have drafted DeMarcus Cousins over Evan Turner. Just dumb drafting by the Sixers and Doug Collins refusing to pay rookies. Agreed. LeBron going back and winning in Cleveland kind of overshadowed his Miami run. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I think the second Cleveland run is what ultimately cemented him as all-time top 2. But I don't think it overshadows the Miami run. I think the distance of time between his final game, because it's been over a decade since Bron has been in Miami, and furthermore, a 4-year stint in Miami versus the 11 he gave to Cleveland. And now 6 with the Lakers. Miami is the least amount of time that Bron had spent on a franchise. And the time distance between now and then, it's almost as if the first half of LeBron's career, motherfuckers just, it's so far away to where people don't even talk about it. Like, think about it. When most people talk about Bron, it's that second Cleveland run and more towards now. Like, I don't want to say that, you know, they don't mention them, but it just feels like it's been so long ago. It's like Kobe's 8. Oh, Curry tried a high-arcing layup. Didn't get that one to go in. Here comes Memphis. All right, we got ourselves a game. We got ourselves a game. It's your boy Chris said, you thought I loved the halfway house. Oh, nah. Halfway house was always temporary. Got to get the hell up out of there.
Gotcha, bitch.
Masego _ Max Cross is now following.
Good basket. All right. All right. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, Golden State. What I told you guys, they're going to take their foot off the gas. They're going to take their foot off the gas. They was up by 16. Everybody thought shit was sweet. Game was done. Nope. You're going to take your foot off the gas, and now Memphis taking advantage. And now Memphis taking advantage. By the way, I'm curious. When it comes to play-in statistics, where do these points get recorded? Or I should say, where are these statistics recorded? Are they counted towards the playoffs? Or are they just empty statistics that don't get counted? Actually, now that I think about it, I feel like we asked this question before. Where are play-in stats registered? Towards the regular season or the playoffs? Where are the play-in statistics registered? They're not, separate event. So they don't count towards anything. Interesting. They don't exist. I'd be sick. I'd be sick than a motherfucker. I'd be sick than a motherfucker. What's the NBA record for threes in a game? 14? What's the NBA record for threes in a game? 14 threes in a game from Klay Thompson, right? Imagine you in the play-in, you hit 15. 15 threes. It's a forgotten statistic because it doesn't count towards anywhere. I'd be sick. Play-in is the worst place to record an NBA record. Worst place to record an NBA record. All right, approaching midway through the third quarter. Oh, look at Jimmy Butler making plays. This man's got 29, bro. He's almost got 30. We let this man go for what? We let this man go for what? Ridiculous, bro.
Gotcha, bitch.
Makes sense.
Little Green 5300 is now following.
It's like the second chance. I mean, you're not wrong. But the mere fact that the game exists regardless, it sucks that the statistics don't. Have I thought about doing a series commenting older basketball/football games? I had attempted. The only problem is the fucking copy. Like, I can do it for Patreon, but the only thing that kind of sucks is, well, granted, I mean, I kind of had a bit of a sabbatical the past couple of weeks, so now we got to get back into it. But what kind of sucks about it is just like the copyright with YouTube, because I've mentioned this before. I'm in a very weird, position because I talk myself out of certain things because I don't want to feel as if, okay, cool, I'm doing all this other cool stuff, but then everything's behind a paywall. But then if people are willing to go and pay, why should I penalize them because I don't want to feel weird about not being able to give things to the public? So it's a weird dichotomy that I'm battling. I feel like it's noble, but then at the same time, I feel like it's not. So I don't know. Does that make me a bad businessman? Maybe. Clarence said the worst place to set NBA record is in the in-season tournament. Say it with me now. The in-season tournament is just the All-Star game masqueraded or disguised, as you said, as something new and fresh. The in-season tournament is absolutely worthless. It's absolutely worthless. Serves no purpose whatsoever because it leads to nowhere. You get bragging rights, but do you really? Because what does the in-season tournament actually do for the seeding of your team? What does it does for the advancement of your team? Nothing. So why would people want to go hard for it? Makes no sense. Joel said you were way too tired. Tell me why you read the title/thumbnail as Warriors versus Grizzlies. I mean, you did. But they paint the courts. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. They just go out there and they paint the courts. Yeah, Peyton, you're certainly not wrong. You're certainly not wrong. Jordan said, what's the point of playing if the stats don't count? Well, the playing is simply to get people into the postseason, but I think they have to figure out a way to go and make those points count. I think those points should count towards something. The points, the rebounds, the assists, whatever the case may be, they should count towards something. Midas said, what's my favorite sports game as a kid? NBA Street Volume 3, Madden 2006, NBA Live 2006. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. Well, I don't know if that would count as a sports game. Probably not. But is there anything else? Nope. Any other sports game? Nope. I think that's it. Both teams 34 points, 32 points in the paint. Under halfway through this here quarter, can't get a bucket. Whoa, Desmond Bane just tried a deep three. I don't know why he did that. Man's had a chance for a putback dunk, absolutely missed. What are we doing? Take a shot, Morant. Travel. Yeah, 06 was the one with Madden on the cover, indeed. KC said, I'm so sick of the play in the tourney. Underachieving teams don't deserve to compete in the playoffs. If you finish as a 10 seed and under 500, get the fuck out of here. I agree. Bang, here we go. Warriors got another lead, 6 points. Now it's down to 4. Uh-oh. Yeah, we about to go down to the wire. We going down to the wire. 05 had Ray Lewis, 07 had Shaw Alexander. Yep. Kick out Jimmy Butler. Easy bucket. Here we go. Under 5 minutes left to go here in the quarter. 4-point lead right now for the Warriors. Offensive foul on post. Well, there it is. They're going back the other way. Is son legitimately hurt? Homie can't stand back up. Oh, he's selling it. Definitely a foul. Oh, they got him back up. They sweeping the floor. Kojo said, man, why we letting our foot off the gas? Uh-oh. Aaron the Plumber's number one op. At least he would be his number one op. Draymond Green re-entering this game. But it's a 2-point game. All right, here we go. Draymond's got 4 fouls, by the way. Oh, no! No! Ja's down. Ja's down. No! Oh, no, 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 no. Come on, man. No. Bro, they're just making their comeback, bro. They're just making their comeback, bro. Come on, man. What happened? Wow. Wow. That's, oh, man. come on, man. He tweaks his ankle. And now, damn, that's tough. They're reviewing to see if there was some sort of, hostile act. There's not going to be no hostile act. I hope it's nothing serious. Wasn't on post. No. He twisted his leg. He just twisted his leg. He landed and then he just twisted his leg. He just twisted his leg. Oh, Lord. See, that's what you don't want to see is that type of injury situation because now there's no egregious kind of act that happened from Golden State onto Ja, but then you're concerned because can Ja still go? Can he still go? He's coming back out to the floor now because he's standing on the court. Jimmy last year, Zion the year before, now Ja. The playing is cursed. You got to take the free throws. Yeah, he has to take them. They got to foul somebody. The hell happened to Draymond? Homie just ran somebody over? Oh, I think Ja said, I'm done. Is that it? Wow. Yeah, Ja hurt. That might be it. Oh, Curry might try a three here. Good pass to Draymond Green. Draymond, pass back out. Buddy Hield, brick. Too easy. Steph Curry with a three, too easy. 3-point game. Oh, wait, Memphis responds with a quick bucket. Memphis responds with a quick bucket. Yeah, Ja's done. Ja's done. He's not coming back. Ja's done. He's not coming back. Golly. Somebody's going to have to play some defense if they want to win this game, bro. You can't just leave basket after basket after basket after basket after basket. The Grizzlies might be losing. It's a possibility. It's highly plausible. Steph Curry staring at that defense like. They better tape up John Morant. They better tape up John Morant because I'm curious if he's going to go into fourth quarter at all. Back, jumper, brick, rebound. But Memphis keeping it close. We got a 2-point game. Memphis is keeping it close. Memphis is keeping it close. They're not letting them run away with it. Memphis, under no circumstances, letting them run away with it. So at least we're in a situation where we got ourselves a game. 2-point game. Shit, 2-point game. Golden State playing with their food, and now a 16-point lead has turned into 2 because they decided they wanted to be
all in my ass.
And straight up
rock steady. You could tell who I am from the back because it's heavy.
Ass. Belt to ass? Yeah, it's belt to big ass right now.
Rock steady. You could tell who I am from the back because it's heavy.
22 for Curry, 29 for Butler. Desmond Bane going inside. Tries to get the bucket, can't get it to fall. Back the other. Damn, Draymond pushing pace. Good pass. Steph Curry with the fake. Tries a 3. It's a brick, but they're gonna keep it here. Was gonna go and he's gonna reference his father for that one. He's gonna reference his father for that one. They in the bonus? Yeah, they in the bonus right now. So every single foul is gonna send them to the line. Jimmy Butler about to be attacking. Wow, offensive rebound. They call it Memphis ball? That's confusing. Oh, but yes, indeed. It is indeed after hours, ladies and gentlemen.
Not sure. He'd have to walk past the Pacer bench to go. Now Artest has jumped over the scorer's
table. Open 24 hours a day. What a stupid idea. Who wants a Krabby Patty at...
Oh, boy. Tyson.
And I heard you had a concussion. How about another?
Oh yeah, we're stepping out of the boy zone and into the man zone.
All right. 7-point lead. Not for long. Not for long. We're under a minute left to go in this third quarter. Memphis keeping it interesting. Memphis keeping it interesting. Listen how close this game is. Yeah, this is about to be a fourth quarter. Golden State trying to hold on to their lead. Golden State has led since the first quarter, correct? Or was it the second? Good rebound. Long rebound there. Nope. Back into the hands. Bane tries a 3, gets it to fall. Yup, fourth quarter is about to be masterful. Fourth quarter's about to be masterful. They came all the way back, bro. Even without Ja, they came all the way back. Bro, what? You see less people plugging money into the chat? Yeah, primarily wrestling streams and WWE streams. You'll have more folks throw in a bit more bread, but that's neither here nor there. End of the third quarter. 34 for Jimmy, bro. Jimmy is playing out of his mind right now. Jimmy Butler's playing out of his mind right now. And you know what's crazy? It's not even a super loud 34. He's taking 18 shots. He's taking 18 shots. It's not even a super loud 34 points. Draymond Green back on the floor. Nope, they're taking him out. They're not going to get another shot up. End of the third quarter. That's the end of the third quarter. Great fucking defense right there by Gary Payton. Great fucking defense by Gary Payton. And we get ready for the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for that fourth quarter. Who is getting the number 7 seed in the NBA? Some might say it's going to be the Grizzlies. Some might say it's going to be the Warriors. All I know is it's going to be some
donations. 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 Gifts. 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 More gifts. More gifts.
It's going to be spectacular here in the fourth quarter. It's going to be spectacular here in the fourth quarter. One team is going to be looking like do I know Dr. Umar personally? No. I don't. But whatever the case may be, time to see how the Warriors will respond. Remember, they have not squandered their lead since Tuesday evening. If only Adonis knew about the PS5 Adonis clip. Shit. Sound the alarm. Looks like we back from commercial break.
Both ways. No! Oh!
Sound the alarm.
Look at that big ass. Look at that big juicy booty.
Thank you very much, you son of a bitch.
Well, that was a little weird. Nonetheless, where's my Pokemon theme? Well, I can't find it. But whatever the case may be, we're going to throw. We're going to have to throw fourth quarter sounds. Is Umar really a scammer? Yes and no. But that's neither here nor there. Where the hell is the purge horn? Why is it? Well, that's bizarre. Gotcha, bitch. Oh, here we go.
Caleb Gotcha Buller is now following.
Man. We've arrived in the final period of this game, where can the Grizzlies make a comeback and advance as the 7th seed in the postseason, or will the Warriors hold on and take down their opposition? Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to the 4th quarter. It's time for the final period of this game. And the Grizzlies take the lead. All right, the Grizzlies take the lead. We got ourselves a game. Warriors thought the shit was done. They was packing their bags, getting ready to go and see Houston. Nah, says the Grizzlies. Let me refresh this and see if I'm ahead. Oh, the Warriors had a position to run away with this game, and they got overzealous. And now look at them. Looking stupid. This was their first lead since 16-13, but it's short-lived because the Warriors tied it back up. I'm sleepy as hell, but I'm still here. Oh, man. Retire these 2016 teams? Well. Oh, that's brutal. Jimmy Butler. How much does Jimmy Butler have right now? 15 rebounds for Zach Edey, bro. He could have a 20. Well, maybe not a 2020, but. Oh, my word. There you go. You got a basket right there. 34 for Jimmy at the moment right now. 34 for Jimmy right now at the moment. I can't believe Zach Edey's got 15 boards and somehow only 9 points. Get that man some buckets. Get that man some buckets. How many fouls does Desmond Bane have right now? How many fouls does Desmond Bane have right now? Shit, he's got 4. Anybody got 5 yet? Nobody's got 5 yet. Nobody's got 5 yet. And keep in mind, Ja Morant tweaked his ankle. Golden State choke job? Well, we shall see. Let's see. Dangerous fucking pass. They get a foul. Curry is washed as crazy, look puppet. Oh, wow. 5th foul on Zach Edey. Well, what do you know? What are the chances? 5th foul on Zach Edey. Just finished a 15-page paper just in time to catch the stream. How you doing, Chiseled? Hey, I'm chilling, Mike. Mike Johnson in the building. What's going on? They're going to challenge that most likely. Referees currently like... 5 fouls on Edie is huge. Yes, indeed, because now Jaren Jackson's going to mess around and get exposed because they're going to leave him one there on the island. And they just need 2 to attack him. You can only get, there's only one basketball. So he's going to be forced to make a decision. They got 3 players with 4 fouls, including Edie, who has 5. Because currently, right now, it's Edie with 5, Bane with 4, Scottie Pippen Jr. with 4. Meanwhile, for Golden State, it's just Quentin Post and Draymond Green. Thought Draymond was doing that well. We shall see. But right now, it's danger for Golden State if they can't get their shit together. Because imagine Memphis wins this game even without Ja Morant. Imagine Magic wins this. Imagine that the Grizzlies win this game and you have the Warriors unable to do anything here. Draymond has 5 fouls. He's got 4. Where'd you get 5 from? He's got 4. Edie's got 5 fouls. Draymond's got 4.
Then you sell it.
Honcho for 5 said, "What's my top high school crushes?" Yours is Megan Fox when Transformers dropped, Trish Stratus, and Vanessa Hudgens. I really loved Anne Hathaway and Batman. She played Catwoman. So Anne Hathaway's there on the list. Megan Fox was incredibly hot. Really enjoyed Megan Fox. Megan Fox, Anne Hathaway. From when I was a kid, I always liked Keke Palmer. I thought Keke Palmer was always very attractive. And of course, I mean, Lauren London. So ATL Lauren London, beautiful. Oh, was he trying to challenge that it was a... Oh, so I guess you don't get the shooting foul. That saves them the point, and it didn't even matter. Whoa, Ja Morant is back on the floor. Ja Morant back on the floor, even with a limp. They better attack him. They better go right at him. They better go right at him. They better go right at him. Post with a bucket. Post with a bucket. Treat him like, oh, yeah, Denise Richards. Ooh, good names. Good name. Blue Mountain State, Denise Richards. Yeah, Ja limping. I'm curious if he could do, oh, wow, he does knock down the jump shot. There's a, oh, nope. No attempt there from Draymond Green. Memphis back in front. Josh still making plays. Josh still making plays. And what do you know? Is Jaren Jackson, big ass, putting in a 3 in the corner. Of all people we expected to see hit a 3, Jaren Jackson.
Then you sell it.
Floater brick, super fucking brick from Curry. Hus put 5 on and said, your Midnight Wild, your MN Wild just clinched a Minnesota Wild. Just clinched a playoff spot. Gonna celebrate with a twink of the night. First off, twink of the night, sir. Sir, what are you referencing here on the stream? This game reminds you of the last time they faced each other? Yeah, they're going back and forth. Draymond 3, brick. They're able to get the goal and get that ball back, but Jimmy Butler inside. But he gets fouled. He's got 36 now. Jimmy Butler's got 36. He's still leading all scorers. Whip it out, Steph is crazy. But, the Warriors are starting to pick it up here. The Warriors are starting to pick it up here. They've got themselves a 3-point game. They've got themselves a 3-point game. They got themselves a 3-point game. Seven minutes left to go here in this game. Good pass. Somebody got to tell Memphis it's time to wake up, bro. You've got 7 minutes left in this game. Somebody got to tell Memphis to wake up. You've got 7 minutes left in this game. They in trouble. They're going to get boat race, though I shouldn't say boat race, but they're going to get ran off the floor after all that work they did to get to this point. They're going to get ran off the floor. If they don't do something now, they're going to get ran off the floor. Come on, Warriors. We shall see. Game reminds you of the last time. Yeah, so right now, they're... Oh, wait a minute. Let me lower the... Because I think they're giving some issue on Twitch right now. Let me see if that fixes Twitch, because it says that there's an issue with Twitch. You telling somebody in Memphis to get hit with an elbow? We shall see. You know John Morant don't play no elbows. John Morant want to come out here and tote Glocks. Ja is not here to play around. Did I have a long day? Incredibly long day. And it is midnight over here. I was on the phone with insurance providers, finishing defensive driving courses, getting in contact with accident overseers, if you will, or whatever the case may be. It's been a long day. I'm so incredibly ready to sleep. You have no idea. You have no idea. Mercury. I have a very nice New Yorker accent. I don't think most people hear the New York's accent. Honcho put 5 on, said the refs got calls this summer constant. Where the refs got call this game consistent. Warriors got 30 free throws to the Grizzlies 15. But Memphis going to play through it instead of crying and not getting back on D. All right, let me see here. What are they calling for? They got Steph yelling at a damn referee. They got Steph yelling at a damn referee. Dark Bags in the building. What's going on? Final 7 minutes of this game. Winner goes on to play against Houston. Here we go. Here we go. Winner goes on to play against Houston. Here we go. Bane pass over to Edie. Edie back to Bane. Bane over to Ja. Ja over. Aldama gets it to go. Trailing by 1. Aldama gets it to go. Is Steph hurt? No, Ja Morant's hurt. Steph over to Draymond. Draymond back to Butler. Butler back to Steph. Steph tries a 3. Gets it. He's unreal. He's not a real person. He's not a real person. Yeah, that man is in trouble. Okay, so we got 6:13 left on the clock here. Look at Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr's beside himself. Steve Kerr's beside himself. We go into another goddamn review. Even more waiting here in the final 6 minutes of this here game. Golly. How many points does Ja have? Ja has, right now, Ja has a total of 20 points. Desmond Bane is actually leading the way for the Grizzlies with 25. Jaren Jackson has 18. Meanwhile, for Golden State, it's Jimmy Butler with 36. Steph Curry with 27. You're convinced Steph sold his soul to the final boss / Illuminati to shoot like that?
Lockjam24 is now following.
With that contact there, do you think they're going to put the tech onto Draymond? Well, Steve Kerr trusted you to see if this was the right thing to be said. Let's see here. Oh, he's about to be. He's gone. He's gone. What? What? So Edie doesn't get the foul. They reversed it. And it's Draymond Green who has 5 fouls. What? All right. All right. That's a little confusing. Ja Morant gets a floater to fall, 2-point game, but Golden State answers right back. Gary Payton layup right there, 4-point game. 4-point game, under 5 left to go here. Oh boy, Ja is back down again. Yeah, the refs on drugs for sure. Refs on drugs for sure, because they always find a way to essentially push some doggone bullshit here and there. But we've got under 5 minutes left to go here in this play-in game, or I should say a little over 5 minutes left to go in this play-in game. Edey tries a floater, can't get that one to fall. Here we go, back the other way we go. Curry. It's a flag on post. He's bleeding. Does he? Oh, no. Oh, wait. Okay. They got to wipe this man's blood off his damn knee. Ja giving it all he got. Yeah, that's a fact. Ja definitely giving it all that he got. One-point game. 1-point game. 1-point game. I can't believe the Warriors had themselves a 16-point lead. Essentially, I don't want to say they had the game in the bag, but you know exactly what's working. For whatever reason, these motherfuckers stopped doing it. Good pass. Brick. Brick. Oh, that's a 3. That's a 3. Shit, we're approaching under 4 minutes left to go here. Nope, can't get one to fall. Can't get one to fall. It's a back and forth game right now. It's a back and forth game right now. Somebody's trying to get a bucket. And we're going to go to a timeout. 4:10 left to play in this game. Golden State leads by 1. 4:10 left to go in this game. Golden State leads by 1. Yeah, somebody's getting aboard the L train. But right now, it's a bad situation for both Golden State and Memphis, really, because you have Zach Edey, who's sitting on 5 fouls. You got Draymond Green, who's sitting on 5 fouls. Something's got to give. Damn, we're going to come up on 3 hours for this game. Moment, game done. I'm knocking out. Yeah, the Warriors are not taking very good shot attempts at the moment. They're not very smart nor educated shot attempts. Everything seems incredibly rushed. Okay, here we go. Ja Morant, 22, 3 and 3. All right, here we go.
14 grams of crap.
Look, Puppet said, you're so tired, bro. Can you end this game? Shit,
Then you sell it.
as am I. Jimmy Butler. Oh, God, bro. This is insanity. This is insane. 38 points for Jimmy Butler, bro. Jimmy's got 38. Loose ball. Golden State's got it. Transition. Can they get a bucket? No, they can't. What? Oh, my God. He lost the ball. Money More Pateno said Hawks had a $5 watch party tonight for members. Glad you wasn't able to go because you're about to crash out. They want me to renew my tickets for the season, but can't keep the disappointment. But you can't keep the disappointment. You and your dad are sick. I can imagine. 2:30 left to go now. 2:30 left to go now. Hey, listen, somebody's got to be smart if you want to win this game. It's going to be Memphis going to the line. You got yourself a free throw. You know it's going to overtime. I sure hope not. I sure hope not. Block. I think that's his fifth. Oh, no, that's his fourth. That's his fourth foul. Why is GP2 not in? He was just in, but I guess they sacrificed him for a bit of size. He put in the first free throw. Put in the first free throw. Yeah, I would hope this don't go to overtime. I'd hope not. I sure hope not. Please, no OT. I'm dying over here. Warriors by 5. After hours? I don't know about all that, but Warriors by 5. 150 left to go. All right. Oh, the Grizzlies answer. Make it a 3-point game with under 90 seconds left to go. Both teams want this one. Ain't that the truth? Bang. Spectacular shot. 1 minute left to play. Ooh-wee. Yo, Memphis is just trying to live by the three. There it is. There it is. What sort of options do you have here, Memphis? He's got to be over 30 now. How many threes is that for Steph Curry? How many threes is that for Steph Curry? How many threes is that for Steph Curry? He's put in 6 threes now. He's got 33. Jimmy's got 38. Oh, my word. He's got 33s. Jimmy's got 38. It's belt to ass. Just from those two versus the remainder of the undernet, if you will. Fat lady hasn't started singing yet, but she damn near warming up the tune. Ain't that the truth? Warming up is an understatement. 1 minute left to go here. High point man on the day is Jimmy Butler, followed by Stephen Curry. This man's a problem. This man, Steph Curry's a problem. All right, here we go. Final minute of this game. Final minute of this game. Please do not foul. Please do not foul Golden State. Both teams don't have a foul to give. Gotcha, you got 3 total timeouts between both teams. Please do not foul. Draymond just got ejected? What? That's crazy. That's crazy. Draymond gets eliminated and taken out the game like that. All right. All right.
Gotcha, bitch.
M4 Marcus is now following.
I can't believe it. All right, here we go. Ooh, 3-point game right now for Memphis. 3-point game right now for Memphis. Come on. What are you doing? Jimmy Butler threw it straight to the goddamn defense. What is Jimmy Butler doing, bro? That's the one thing that I hated what he did in Miami. I fucking hated when Jimmy Butler used to do that shit in Miami. That's a foul. That's a foul. That's a clean block. Oh, these refs is tripping, bro. What? That's a foul?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
M4 Marcus rated my stream with 1 viewers.
You must find that suspicious. I find that suspicious. There's no way. Oh my God. What? How? Literally how? Oh my Lord. Mr. Manu Patuan said, TJ Watt to Philly, you better stop it. What kind of genjutsu is that? Three-point deficit right now. Lock Jammer said, this guy's on Twitch now. Well, I've been on Twitch for a minute. You've been missing out, thinking like... Final moments. Blink Johnson Patuan said Saquon Barkley to the Steelers. If only that was the case. But that's also something that's impossible. That's not happening. 14 seconds. 14 seconds. 14 seconds. 14 seconds. This is it. This is it. This is it. I don't want to look. I don't want to look at the because I know I'm delayed. I don't want to look at the feed here. The last 15 seconds. All Golden State got to do here is just milk the clock and get a basket. And essentially, this game is theirs.
Gotcha, bitch.
Reflex 8577 is now following.
Nah, yo, they want OT. They want OT. What is going on? What in tarnation are the refs doing? What the hell? What? What? What are these calls, bro? All right, here we go. They got one more timeout left. Just fucking elapse the time. You know they're going to play the foul game. Their only opportunity is to play the foul game here. I can't believe they called a foul. 2 straight times Golden State just got hold. 2 straight times Golden State got hold. Foul on Edie should have just been a foul. The block should have been a block. You could even say the whole contact with Draymond and Edie should have just been a fucking foul on Edie. I'm perplexed, bro.
Gotcha, bitch.
Rastamane 43 is now following.
All right, let me move the score. Referees playing games, bro. Referees playing games. 10.5 left to go. 10.5 left to go. I ain't gonna look at the chat room no more. 10 seconds left to go. Come on now. Somebody got to make a play. Wow, what a move by Curry. They're going to say he just lost the ball there. No, they're going to say he fouled him. They got to foul him. They're going to send Curry to the line. Well, there goes Pippen Jr. He's up out of here. All right. Put in the first free throw. 1 timeout left for Memphis. Grizzlies deserve this win today. Well, I don't know about deserve. Though she got a okay. THI said somebody called the goddamn EMTs. Ain't that the truth? They need a 3 to tie, and I think all they want to do is just advance. 5.4. This is it. This better be a short timeout. Dwayne Patuan said, what's happening with Tobias? He probably getting whipped over there in Philly right now. He probably saying, my name is Tobias Harris, but instead they cracking the whip on his ass. And they said, no, your name is
Tobias.
You said your name is what?
Tobias.
One more time.
Tobias.
He ain't playing with you. All right, here we go. .4. Here we go. 5.4. Here we go. Please don't. No threes. No threes. No threes. No threes. No threes. They took Curry out? Wow. They took Curry out, bro. They took Curry out. Why'd they take Curry out? 5 seconds. 5 seconds. They couldn't even get it. They couldn't even get the inbound. 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 Oh my God. Pass over to Curry. Yeah, that's it. 2 free throws, game done. Wow. Wow. What? They couldn't even get the inbound. They couldn't even get the inbound. You get a fucking 5 seconds, you're a professional basketball player. They couldn't even get the inbound, bro. They couldn't even get the inbound, bro. Game on the line. You trailing by 3. Play in. Opportunity to get the 7 seed. You couldn't even get the inbound. You couldn't even press the button to throw the ball in, bro. You've got to be kidding me, son. How does that happen? How does that happen? Literally, the referees did everything in their power to possibly keep you in this game down the stretch, and you couldn't even get the inbound. You couldn't even throw the ball into play. You've got to be kidding me, bro. You've got to be kidding me, bro. That's like a parent taking their kid to a motherfucking playground. You drop your child in the sandbox and you say, play. And the kid says, I don't know how. That's what the fuck the Grizzlies just did. All you got to do is get the inbound, at least get it in play so you have an opportunity. You can't even do that? Come on, bro. Pack these boys up. Pack these boys up. Desmond Bane not even going to take the shot. Bane not even going to take the shot. Pack these boys up. Get them the fuck up out of here. Get them on the doggone L train, bro. Get them on the doggone L train, bro. The Warriors winning the play-in. The Warriors winning the play-in. And it seems like Ja might have to eliminate one of his coaches or maybe his teammate, bro. Go and get your goddamn Glock, bro. What the hell? The Warriors just came out here, took advantage because the goddamn Grizzlies are straight up dummies, bro. Somebody need to whip the Grizzlies like. Oh, no! Oh! I said whip the Grizzlies like. Oh, no! Oh! Whip them boys, bro. You got to be kidding me.
Finish him.
How the hell can't you get an inbound? You can't get the ball in play? Are you serious? We playing basketball or not, son? You can't get a goddamn inbound in? Are you serious? You trailing by 3, you can't even get the ball in? Pack them up, man. Pack them up. Somebody go tell the goddamn Memphis Grizzlies they playing this Thursday because they're going to be taking out their Metro cards and getting aboard the L train because you lose behind Jimmy Butler's 38 points as the Memphis Grizzlies threw their victory away, and we say
You lose.
Your quest of a comeback was what?
Failure.
And what are they eating here tonight?
Fresh hot ales. 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 Fresh hot ales.
Fresh hot ales. Get your lemons.
It's over. You lose.
Pack them boys the fuck up.
It's over. You lose.
Pack them boys all the way the fuck up, bro. You've got to be kidding me, man. Get them the hell up out of here. Congratulations to the Golden State Warriors. They are on to play against the Houston Rockets. Meanwhile, for the Memphis Grizzlies, they will face either Sacramento or Dallas, depending on who comes out on top tomorrow. One way or another, I am ready for bed. And that's exactly where Memphis needs to be sent. Dwayne put 2 on, said needs to go get the gun and the strap expeditiously. Indeed, that's what the hell he's going to need to go out there and do because his teammates completely let him down. But one way or another, I will see you guys tomorrow, Wednesday afternoon, or I should say evening, basketball. I'm live for the Heat game, so I could watch my Miami Heat and see if we get put into the Death Note. One way or another, I'll catch you guys later tomorrow. Eddie, take us out. I'm going to go lay my black ass down.
Good night. Suck my dick. Bye-bye.